Hello everyone. So today we'll be going with the some of the stack-based algorithms. Let's start with the stack itself, right? So first of all, what is a stack? Stack is the this one linear data structure that follows LIFO, last in, first out. Yeah, it follows what does it follow actually? It follows LIFO, last in, first out. Elements are inserted and removed only from the top. Yeah, elements are inserted and removed only from the top, right? So now let's see how the stack algorithm works actually. Yep, stack has one accessible end called top. So stack will be having the one accessible end called top, and push. So these are some of the operations that we need to know. Yep, push, what it does, it adds the element at the top. Pop, what it does, it removes the element from the top. And finally peek, what it does, it views the top element without removing. It views the we should be able to view the top element without removing. That's what the peak operation do. Peak operation comes in, and it will be really helpful in certain scenarios. Yep. So this is fine. Operations always happen in constant order from the top. So always remember this. Operation always happen in constant order from the top. Push, we should be able to add the element at the top. Pop, we should be able to remove the element from the top. And peak, we should be able to view the element without removing. So see, this is nothing but the element that is present at the top. We should just be able to view that one. Yeah, so we should be able to view that one with the help of peek operation that we can do. Pop, it removes the element, first element, right? Nothing but the top element. Push, we should be able to add the element at the top. So that's what these operations do. Yep. So let's try to understand the same thing with the help of the example, right? Then we can just write the code. See, these are two examples actually. Let's move on with the first example. In the stack, what we have done. So first we have inserted, or we have pushed three elements, right? First, this one, last in, first out, as per the this one definition. See here, we have the element A. First, we have pushed the element A to the stack. Then we have pushed the element B to the stack. Then element C. So see, first we have pushed A. Second, we have pushed C. Then finally, we have pushed the C with the help of the push operation. Yeah, and this is the top element. Now this is the top element, and uh, pop, what does it do accordingly with the explanation? So it removes the element that is present at the top of the stack. See, this one, this part C, actually this C will be removed. This C will be removed when we make use of the pop operation actually. Yep. So this is it. This is it for the push and pop operation. Yeah, so this is nothing but the top element. Peek, if you want to use the peek element, so it will return the, or yeah, it will return the top element. We should be just able to view the element that is present at the top. If we make use of the view, it will not remove or it will not add the element at the top. We will be able to view the element that is present at the top, nothing but the C, even if we make use of the peak element, even even if we make use of the peak operation. Yep. So this is fine, I believe this is fine. Next, let's come to the example 2 part. Example 2 part, C. So first, we don't have any element. So this is different example. Just ignore this one, example 1 for now. So this is completely different example. Yep. So now we have empty stack initially, right? Now we have empty stack. So this is represented by the -1. Top, we don't have anything. So we are representing this one by the -1. Then we'll be going with a, so, or we have went with top, we have 0. Stack of 0 will be 1. Stack of 0 will be 1, means we are inserting the element 1 to the stack. Now we have added 1 to the stack, element 1 to the stack. So this is going to be the 1 is going to be the this one at the top of the stack actually. Next, what we are doing, so top we have 1, actually 1 element we have. So then this one we are adding the this one, what do we call, we are adding the element 2 to the top of the stack. See, first we have pushed element 1, so it follows the LIFO, right? Last in, first out. So next we are adding the element 2. So now top is 1 and stack of 1 is 2. Stack of 1, nothing but top equals 1. So this is indexing starts from the 0, right? Indexing 1. Now we have top 1 naturally. Stack of 1, we have element 2. Yep. So same thing goes for this one. A top will be 2 because we have pushed this one. What do we call? Element 3, right? So at the second index, stack of 2 actually is contains the value 3. Yep. So now we have 1, 2, 3 within the stack. So suppose if we want to this one, what do we call? Make use of the this one, what do we call a peak. So we just if we want to view the element that is present at the top, we can just make use of the peak operation, and we will be returning the 3. Return stack of 2 will return 3. So if we want to pop the element last in first out, right? So if we make use of the pop operation, 3 will be removed. Yep. So and first last in first out, so this is the first element that we have pushed. This is the second element that we have pushed actually at the index 0, 1 and 2 respectively. So this will be at the index 2 actually. Yep. So yep, the element 3 is at the top of the stack. So this is the simple example about the stack. So this is the simple example about the stack, right? So now we have understood all the operations. Now we have understood this one algorithm explanation as well, how the algorithm works actually. Let's move on with the coding part actually. Yeah, now let's move on with the coding part. Now, as we have idea on the stack actually, let's do one thing. Let's move on with the algo part actually. Yeah, first I'll just make use of the stack. This one. So yep, within the, so this is the syntax actually, just remember we'll be making use of the integers, right? So I'll just go with the type integer here. I'll just go with a variable integer, and let me complete the syntax. So we'll be going with a stack. It's as simple as that, creating the empty stack actually. Here we have successfully created the empty stack. Then what we'll be doing, let's go with a push operation. So push, pop and peek, right? So I'll just go with push here, stack dot push. Let me pass the element 10. Yep. See here 10. Next, what we are doing, let's push one more element. I'll just go with the st dot this one. Push again. So let me go with the element 20 this time. Yep. So next, let me do the same thing actually. I'll just copy the same thing. Let me paste it over here. Yeah. Let me change from. We can have the duplicate elements. It doesn't matter. I'll just go with the 30, right? So that we understand this one even clear, right? So next, what we'll do, let's print the top element, right? So now, uh, accordingly with what we had discussed. So first, it follows the last in first out, right? So at the top, the at the stack top actually we have the element 30, right? Suppose if I try to print the top of the element by making use of the peak, so I have to get the output 30, right? So I'll just make use of the peak here, right? So then let's try to remove and print the top element, right? So for that we'll be making use of the pop operation as per the discussion. So I'll just go with here dot here, let me go with the pop. Let me go with the pop actually. Yep, this has to remove the 30 as well. Peak doesn't remove an element. It just this is the operation. It is just used to see the or view the element at the top. That's it. So pop, it removes and returns the element that is present at the top. Yeah, it removes the 30 actually, and it will yeah, it will remove the element 30 actually, and prints the top element nothing but 30, right? So then let's pop again. Actually, now the 30 will be removed. Again, if we try to make use of the pop operation, so it we have to remove and return the element 20. Only 10 and 20 is present. So 20 has to be removed and returned. Again, if we make use of the pop actually. Yeah. So I'll just go with here again pop. So this is fine. The final one would be this one. Let's make use of the is empty operation. Is empty checks if the stack is empty or not. The output will be in the form of Boolean value, either true or false. In our case, we have removed 30 and 20, still 10 is left in the stack. So if I go with this one, yeah, I'll just go with the system out println st dot this one is empty. Yep. So if I print now, I have to get the Boolean value false because 10 is still present in the stack. 10 is still present in the stack, right? So uh, this is the output that we need to get. Yeah. So let's dry run the code. Let's dry run the code, and then we can just comment run the code actually. I mean, yeah, we can just run the code that we have written, right? First, let's dry run the code. So accordingly with the code that we have written, initial stack should be empty. So this is fine. Next, what we are doing, we are pushing the element 10, 20 as well as 30 to the stack, right? So first what we do, we push the element 10 actually. We push element 10. Yep. So this is fine. Yep. Push of 10. Yeah. This will lead to actually within the stack. So it will be 10. Yeah. Next, what we are doing, we are going with a push of 20. So this has to be parenthesis anyway. So I'll just go with a push of 20. So this has to be stack consists of the 10 and 20. Then push of 30, right? So we are pushing the element 30. So this has to be 10, 20 as well as the 30. 10, 20 as well as the 30. So this is fine. Then we are making use of the peak operation. Then what we are doing, we are making use of the peak operation. Peak, what it does accordingly with us, accordingly with what we had discussed earlier, sorry, peak returns 30, stack remains unchanged. So we are not removing anything. Peak is the operation. What it does actually, so we have done until here, right? So now what it happens, we are going with the peak. Peak, what it does, it returns 30, right? It returns 30. It's as simple as that. It returns 30. Stack remains unchanged. So it stack remains 10, 20, 30 itself. 10, 20, 30. Next, we are performing the pop operation twice actually. The first time when we perform pop operation actually, it removes 30. What it does, it removes 30, right? It removes 30. So what are the elements that are left in the stack actually? 10 and 20. 10 and 20. Yeah. So then again we are making use of the pop operation actually. Then again we are making use of the pop operation. What it does, this time it removes the 20. 20 is present at the top of the stack. So 20 will be removed. Only 10 will be left actually. Only 10 will be left. Then finally we are making use of the is empty operation. Finally we are making use of the is empty operation. Is empty operation, what it does, so when we perform is empty or when we make use of the is empty, it will return boolean value false, because we are checking whether the stack is empty by making use of the is empty operation. Stack, in the stack we still have the element 10, right? We still have the element 10 actually. So stack is not empty. In that case, we have to get the output boolean value false. So this is how the stack works actually. This is how the stack works, right? So you can just pause the video and have a look into it, right? So this is fine. Next, what shall we do? Let's move on with the coding part actually. Let's run the code. Yep. So I'll just come here. Let me run the code. So let's wait for some time. Yep. So accordingly with what we have discussed, see, so first we have inserted 10, 20, 30 to the stack. So this is fine. We are trying to peak. So peak, so stack consists of 10, 20, 30. We are getting the 30, right? As per, we are just dry run the code, right? So then we are popping the element. So it removes the element and it returns it actually. We are getting the 30 again. So then again we are popping, it removes the element 20 and it returns it. We are getting 20. And finally we are getting false because we are going with the is empty. Is empty. We are still having the element 10 within the stack. So we are getting the boolean value false, right? So this is it for the stack. This is it for the stack. We are left with only one thing, nothing but discussing about the complexities, right? Let's do that. So let's discuss the complexities here. So here, what will be the time complexity? So we have went with push, peak, push, pop, peak, as well as the is empty, right? So it will be big of one per operation. So it will be big of one per operation, right? So each operation that we have considered, so it will be big of one per operation. So I'll just write it here, per operation actually. Yep. So this is fine. Next, what would be the space complexity actually? Space complexity would lead to big of n. Space complexity would lead to big of n, where n is nothing but the number of elements that we are considering. Yeah, number of elements. Yep, n is nothing but number of elements. Yep, so this is as simple as that. Yep, so the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written is big of 1 per each operation and big of n respectively. So this is it for the stack actually. This is it for the stack. So next what we'll be doing, we will be discussing on the topic next greater element algorithm. Yep, next greater element algorithm.